Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
ગુડ મોર્નિંગ ફ્રેન્ડ્સ. સીસી અથવા તો કમર્શિયલ કમ્યુનિકેશનની જ્યારે વાત આવે, this is the subject that the students have mixed reaction about it. I have heard many students say that it's an easy topic, it's an easy subject, so they tend to take it rather lightly. And there are some students who find it difficult because CC is the only topic, it's the only subject out of all the other subjects in commerce કે જે ફક્ત ને ફક્ત ઇંગ્લિશમાં આવે છે. However, whatever might be the situation, howsoever easy might CC or commercial communication might be, today we are going to discuss a topic which normally is found by the students slightly problematic. However, it is very interesting also. જો તમે થોડોક એમાં ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ વ્યવસ્થિત લો અને ઊંડા ઉતરવાનો ટ્રાય કરો તો સ્ટોક માર્કેટ રિપોર્ટ એ ખૂબ જ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ અને બહુ જ મજા પડે એવો એક ટોપિક છે. સો ફ્રેન્ડ્સ, લેટ્સ ટોક અબાઉટ સ્ટોક માર્કેટ રિપોર્ટ. ઇટ્સ નોટ ડિફિકલ્ટ. ટુ સ્ટાર્ટ વિથ આપણે પ્રેઝન્ટેશનથી સ્ટાર્ટ કરીશું. સ્ટોક માર્કેટ રિપોર્ટ, ધ નેમ itself suggests that it is about stock market or share market or stock exchange. Now we all know that stock market nowadays is not that alien topic. It is not very difficult. That means everybody knows about it. Today if we go to any place, કોઈ પણ ચાની કિટલીમાં પાસે કે પાનના ગલ્લે કે એમ તમે ઊભા હો તો તમે જુઓ કે there are three things that people are discussing about. એક તો પોલિટિક્સ વિશે વાત કરતા હોય, કાં તો ક્રિકેટ વિશે વાત કરતા હોય, અથવા તો they are talking about stock market. What I am trying to say is that stock market is something which everybody knows about it, and still there are details that nobody knows properly. So we need to understand stock market properly so that we can analyze and comprehend stock market report. Before beginning, let me clarify one thing, that just like other reports in your syllabus, just like press report or business report or something, stock market, in case of stock market report, you don't have to learn how to write the report. It's in a form of comprehension. That means a report is there in your question paper and it is followed by certain questions. What you have to do is to read the report, to understand, to analyze, to comprehend, and then answer the questions that are followed by that report. But for that also, we need to understand certain details about stock market report. So here we go. For understanding what is stock market report, or for understanding what is stock market, there are some basic things that we need to understand. And this basic concept is what is primary market and what is secondary market. We know that in stock market, the commodity that is traded are the shares of certain joint stock companies. Now, how these shares are traded? So, the market is divided into two parts. One is primary market and the other is secondary market. Let us try to understand what is primary market. We know that the joint stock companies, these joint stock companies, whenever they have a new project on hand or whenever there is a need to raise the capital fund, in order to raise this capital, in order to raise this fund, they come out with public issue. That means they announce that they want to sell some of the shares, they want to make some of their shares available to the people. So they come out with this IPO or the public issue, in which it is called initial public offer, through which they offer the general public the shares of that company. So how does it go? There is an advertisement. The people who are interested to buy those shares would apply in a prescribed application form. There is an initial value of those shares which is also prescribed. So whatever number of shares a person wishes to buy, he will also pay that amount. And then there is a prescribed process, there are certain rules, and accordingly, according to the ratio between the number of shares, the volume of shares that is available and the subscription, accordingly, the shares will be allotted to the people. Now, this is the process where people directly buy shares from the company, and the initial price at which the shares are bought, it is called the face value of the shares. And this market from which, this is how when people buy shares from the company, is called the primary market. It is called the primary market because you purchase the shares directly from the company, right? It was earlier called public issue, now it is called IPO, right? And through IPO or public issue, when the shares are bought, it is called the primary market. So this is how this whole journey of shares begins. Now, when this process is over and the shares are sold to the people, then after a few days, those shares are listed in the stock exchange. Now this stock exchange, right, is called the secondary market. Now what is secondary market? After the primary market process is over, after a few days, those shares are listed in the stock exchange. When they are listed in the stock exchange, then the trading can begin. Now the shares are floating in the open market. Now it is in the hands of the brokers and the investors, and the trading goes on. Now the value of the shares in the secondary market depends on its demand. It depends on its demand. How much is the demand of these shares? It is again the price of the shares. It's just like, it follows the principle of demand and supply. More the demand, higher the price. Less the demand, lower the price. And this is how it goes. So basically what we have to learn is about the secondary market, because it is the secondary market which is more flexible. It is a secondary market which is more sensitive. The price fluctuates more in secondary market. And what we are talking about, that is the stock market or the stock exchange, that is actually the secondary market. So first of all, the listing takes place after the primary market process is over. Then after it gets listed into the secondary market or the stock exchange, then the trading goes on. The people who are interested to buy the shares of those companies now will have to purchase those shares from the people who had purchased those shares from the primary market, and then that is how the journey of the shares, the trading and all begins. So this is how it is necessary that first of all we understand that what is primary market and what is secondary market. Primary market is one where the shares are purchased directly through the joint stock companies. Joint stock companies publish an IPO, initial public offer or public issue, and then it is purchased from that. After that it gets listed to the stock exchange, then it is called secondary market. Then it is traded through some broker, and those who want to buy, they can buy during that trading, and that is how this whole process of secondary market begins. The value or the price of the shares in the IPO is called the face value, and then the price of the shares that is there in the secondary market or the stock exchange, which keeps changing according to the demand, is called the market value. This market value keeps changing. This is how we go further. As I told you that the market value keeps changing. The market value keeps changing because there are certain factors that affect the demand of the market value of these shares. Now what are those factors that affect? Because stock market is such a market where the fluctuation of the price of the commodity, that is shares, is very high. સ્ટોક માર્કેટ એ એક એવી જગ્યા છે કે જ્યાં એમાં જે પણ ચીજ વસ્તુ એટલે કે શેર્સ જેની લેવેચ થતી હોય છે એના પ્રાઇસમાં ઉતાર ચઢાવ ખૂબ વધારે હોય છે. ઇટ ફ્લક્ચ્યુએટ્સ અ લોટ. આપણા નોર્મલ માર્કેટ જે છે એમાં જે રિટેલ માર્કેટ જે છે, છૂટક આપણે જે વસ્તુઓ ખરીદીએ છીએ એમાં એ ચીજ વસ્તુના ભાવમાં આટલી બધી ઉતાર ચઢાવ થતી નથી. પણ સ્ટોક માર્કેટ જે છે એમાં જે શેર્સના ભાવ છે એમાં ખૂબ ઉતાર ચઢાવ થાય છે. સો there is a lot of fluctuation in the price of shares in the stock market. So what causes? Of course, the price depends on the demand, but what causes in the fluctuation of the demand? What are the factors that contribute in the fluctuation of the price of the shares? So to understand the intricacies of the stock market, it is necessary that we are very much sure about some major factors that contribute in the fluctuation of the stock market. Now, talking about the major factors that contribute in the fluctuations of the share price, we can divide those factors largely into two categories. One is called internal factors and the others are called external factors. Now, when we talk about the external factors, these external factors are very influential. They influence the fluctuation more, but they are not within the stock market, or they are not directly affecting to the stock market. They are indirect factors, but they are more influential. The ones which are directly within the stock market, within the industry and stock market, those factors we shall categorize as the internal factors. So first of all, one by one we shall check about the external factors of the stock markets, external factors that affect the fluctuation of prices in stock market. One of the very influential external factors that affects the stock market, that affects the price fluctuation in the stock market, is the political stability in the country. Now, it is not directly connected to the stock market or the share prices, but political stability in the country is an extremely influential factor for the fluctuation of prices. I'll explain you how. If a country has political stability, that means if one government remains in power for a sufficiently longer period, then it helps the stock market to grow and the share price increase. On the other hand, if there is political instability, if one government does not remain in power, if the governments keep changing, then it is not very good for the stock market, and this kind of a situation makes the share price fall. How? It is very simple. We know that the industry and the stock market has to function in accordance, in compliance with the policies of a particular government, and a government has its policies according to the ideology of their political party. Now, if one ideology, one policy remains for a longer period, it is very easy for the industry to adjust to it and to work sufficiently, get enough time to develop progress with just one adjustment. But if the governments keep changing, then policies keep changing, and hence the industry and the stock market will have to keep changing their adjustments, keep changing their way of functioning, and that is how they don't get enough time to progress. તો એક જ ઘરેડમાં એક જ પ્રકારની નીતિઓના આધારે જ્યારે ઉદ્યોગ જગતને કે શેર માર્કેટને કામ કરવાનો મોકો મળે છે તો એને વિકાસ પામવા માટે એક મોકળું મેદાન મળી રહે છે. એટલા માટે ફોર ધેટ political stability is a very influential factor. If there is political stability, then the share market will grow, and that is how the share price will go up. If there is political instability, the share price will come down. We shall talk about the next factor. The next external factor are the budget proposals. Now we talked about the policies of a government. Now the policies we mean mostly about what is the government's policy about the infrastructural development, what is the government's policies about the development of agriculture, what are the policies of government about the development of industry, how much budget, how much amount, how much fund the government is allotting towards the development of stock market, etc., etc. Now everything, all these things depend on the budget proposals. If the budget proposals that are that are published or that are released every year, if these budget proposals are favorable for the growth of the industry, are favorable for the growth of stock market, then very obviously stock market will grow. It is a positive sign for the stock market. If the EXIM, import export policy, for example, is made easy, it is pro industry, it is encouraging, then the stock market will grow. If more funds are provided towards the infrastructural development, for example, then in that case it is good for the industry and hence it is good for the stock market, so the price will grow. So if the budget is positive, encouraging, the price will grow, share price will increase. If the budget proposals are not very encouraging, discouraging for the industry, for the stock market, then the share price will decrease. So another external factor was budget proposals. We go to the next one. The next and again very important external factor is a country's relations with the other countries, especially the neighboring countries. Of course, if we have good relations with our neighboring countries, then it is very helpful for the import export business, international business, and import export and international business, that industry will flourish, and that is how the share market will also flourish, and that is how the price will increase. It's not only about the neighboring countries, it's also our relations with the developed countries like Australia, US, and the European countries, because a lot of FIIs, that is foreign institutional investor, we shall talk what is an FII, or we shall talk what is institutional investor later on, but foreign investment also come from these